Remembering.
Adventure Time. I was 10 years old when Adventure Time began airing. The commercials for the series really hooked me, since it looked like nothing I'd ever seen before. It seemed so adult. My friends in elementary school used to talk about how Adventure Time was a rejected Adult Swim show, which totally isn't true, but I believed it. And that only made me more interested in the series. I remember I watched the pilot on YouTube and spent a lot of time on Cartoon Network's website. I even downloaded an Adventure Time screensaver. I remember watching the preview episode and the show's premiere, and loving it. Like I said, what really captivated me was how adult it was. They said stuff like sexy and making out. I couldn't believe it, but I loved it. I have an old Adventure Time comic I made in Warioware DIY, so the series even inspired me to draw. The sort of adult tone and unique art style and world made me fall in love. And speaking of love, when I was a kid, I was very invested in romantic subplots. For some reason, but honestly I still am. Adventure Time was the first cartoon that actually seemed to take romance seriously. It gave real focus and development, and I love that. But the show focuses on romance because it wants to make Finn seem like a real teenage kid. Teens go through all sorts of relationships and emotions, and to this day I think Adventure Time is the only Western cartoon that treats that realistically. As you watch the show, you grow up with Finn, but I literally grew up with him. I was 10 when the show started, and I'm 19 when the show's ending. I remember around the time the Other Tarts aired, I tried to act cool with my friends and talked about how I don't like the show anymore, and that it's running out of ideas. Which is about the dumbest thing I've ever said. I mean, there's 280 episodes. Despite saying that, I still watched the show, and I remember texting my friend a picture of this specific frame to show him I was still watching it. Shortly before Holly Jolly Secrets aired, I discovered the Adventure Time wiki, and learned all about the show's continuity and the Mushroom War. I learned about the gender-swapped characters, and got a little involved in the community, even before the first Fiona and Cake episode was announced. About this time too, I started watching other cartoon YouTubers, because about this time, other cartoon YouTubers started to become a thing. Adventure Time is a big part of why channels like this are popular now. Of course, then Holly Jolly Secrets aired, and I was totally blown away. I remember I was 12, sitting next to the Christmas tree watching that scene play out, and for the first time ever, I teared up because of a fictional story. I could tell at that moment that I was witnessing a piece of storytelling so unique and powerful that it would be important to me for the rest of my life. And it is. This channel's aesthetic, the reason I want to be a creator, and the reason I love cartoons so much, all came from this one episode that aired on a cool Monday night. I continue to enjoy the series, and just a little funny memory, when the episode Marceline's Closet aired, during the scene where Jake gets bit by a spider and silently screams, our house phone rang the moment he started screaming, which was just hilarious perfect timing. Anyways, shortly after this, I discovered Tumblr and joined the Adventure Time community. It was so much fun to be a part of something like that, and it made me so happy seeing all sorts of people love the same thing I did. Both Adventure Time and Gravity Falls were at peak popularity. It was honestly a magical time. Whenever a season finale would air, the community would collectively go nuts. It was just so much fun. I vividly remember the hype that went on for I Remember You and Simon and Marcy. These episodes made so many new people discover and love the show. I remember Simon and Marcy leaked, and I watched it unlisted on YouTube right before going to school in 7th grade. Honestly, middle school was a bit of a rough time for me emotionally, but having Adventure Time around helped keep a smile on my face, and always gave me something to look forward to. On my older YouTube channel, I inserted Adventure Time a lot into my videos. I essentially used Ice King as my channel mascot to represent myself, which is sort of where this channel's look comes from. I remember how the word Pahoy became a bit of a meme in the community because of how vague it was. Then the Playdate episode was a surprise cliffhanger, and the Betty episode leaked because Betty's voice actress was listed in the credits for an earlier episode, and that became a wonderful hype meme. And then there was that fake Frost and Ice episode. Things were all over the place. However, the community started to decline during season 6, so I made a fake leak blog to try and gather interest back in the show. I was inspired by Don't Starve, Gravity Falls, and the Galactic Kids Next Door to do this. It didn't exactly work as planned, but it was fun to see the existing community work together to solve a made-up mystery. The popularity declined, but the die-hard fans still stuck together. And now, after 8 years of fun, the series is ending. It's bittersweet, but it was bound to happen eventually. Adventure Time has built up an amazing legacy, and it's the reason modern cartoons are the way they are. All the continuity and strong, meaningful themes are being conveyed in other shows because of Adventure Time. It's changed the industry, and it's changed my life. It's made me happy when I was sad, it helped me make friends, and inspired me to be creative, and it taught me that cartoons are much more than what they seem. Fiction is a powerful tool that can change people. It can be entertaining and meaningful. I'm happy I was able to go on this journey and make so many wonderful memories. Thanks to everyone involved in the show and the community. Thanks for the adventure.